And what about your weaknesses in this competition?
Sorry. Maybe. I mean, I've been doing it on my own, off and on. You know, I've been doing a lot of it. I did, and I'm self-taught. So maybe I'm not quite doing it. I can learn and be faster if I'm shown a different way, and maybe that's a weakness. I mean, I might hold somebody back because I'm not professionally trained, but there's a lot to be said about someone who's not professionally trained, because I'm like like clay. You can mold me and I can learn, and I can take that weakness and turn it into a positive.
If you had to brag about your most important accomplishments in your career, what would they be?
Just the amount of work, the amount of work that I've done on my own, thinking of it my own way, having to go out. When I do a cake, I have to go buy the ingredients, I have to bake it, I have to cut it, I have to do all this stuff. And you saw my kitchen. It's not a professional kitchen. It's just, it's mom's kitchen, and you just got to get in there and do, and there you go.
Describe your competitive nature. What kind of competitor would you be on this show?
Ooh, I am very competitive. And that comes from, part of it comes from, and we're big Gator fans, and we're here in Seminole country, so, we're very competitive in our sports. But I'm not saying that I have to win and I have to be on top, but I don't like to lose. I like to be fair and have fun, but, losing ain't an option.
What will you do to win and why? Give examples.
What will I do to win? I'll do whatever is necessary morally, though. I'm going to keep it fair. I'm going to fight, and I'm going to be a competitor, and I'm going to show you everything I got. I'm not going to backstab anybody. I'm not going to cheat. But by gosh, when the gloves come off, I'm going to come out fighting.
Well, give us your message for your competition, the other people who are trying to get your spot on this show.
Okay. My spot on the show, I think I deserve a spot. Southern women, Southern people in general, but Southern women, we're supposed to be, laid back, and, we don't know anything, we're not smart enough, we're not this. Well, that is totally bogus. They're not going to see me coming, All you got all your big talking fancy whatever you got. Here you got this little Southern gal that all you got to do is give me a chance, and by gosh, I'm going to show you what I got, and I'm going to leave you in the dust.
Well, how far will you go to win, and how will you play the game?
I'm going to do what's necessary. I'm going to play the game to the best of my ability. I'm going to do what it takes. I'm going to show you, that, hey, you may not think, maybe I'm not the most talented, but I'm talented at what I can do. I can get in there, I'm going to fight, and I'm going to fight to the end.
Well, you've seen competition shows. On a lot of these shows, there are clear types of competitors. The sweetheart, the drama queen, the type A bitchy type. Who are you and why? And how will you fit into the cast?
I'm probably going to be maybe a little bit of all of that. Because I can be a little bitchy. I'll be your best friend. I'm going to help you when it's necessary, with teamwork. But I'm going to be looking out for myself too. So, I don't think I would fall into any class or whatever. It's just going to kind of be, I'm going to get in there, find my niche, do what I got to do, and make it work. If it turns out I'm going to be bitchy about it, then so be it. If I can be your best friend, I'm going to be it. But ultimately, I'm there to prove something to myself that I can do it, and I'm going to do it.
So why do you want to be on the show? Is it the money? You want help breaking into the baking and decorating world? For your business? To be famous?
I ain't gonna lie. Money's good. Money sounds great. Hey, who can use that? But it's mainly, the main thing is I've always told my boys, you can be anything that you want to be. You can do anything that you want to do. And now it's time for mom to step up and say, hey, and it's not just words. This is a dream that I've had all my life. All I ever say is every day, it's like, one day I'm going to have a bakery. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Well, this is my way of getting my foot in the door, showing what I can do, and proving that, I'm not just talk.
So what's going to give you the edge in this competition, and why?
Because I don't think they're going to see me coming. I'm going to come in, they're going to be like, oh, here's this little, Southern girl, and, she cooks, she does a little stuff at the supermarket, and let me tell you what, those girls that work in those bakeries at the supermarket are underpaid, underrated, because we have got some awesome girls. I've learned a lot from them, and I think they're just not going to see me coming.
So, all in all, why are you the next great baker?
Ooh, Ooh, why am I the next great baker? Because I think it's my passion, it's my determination, and this is all I've ever wanted to do. And I know you hear that, and everybody's like, oh, this is what I'm going to do. Truly, this is, I think this is my life's calling, and I've always wanted to have my own bakery, and I want to get in there and say, look, anybody can do anything they set their mind to. All they got to do is be passionate about it, determined, and I'm going to do whatever it takes for me to prove that I'm worthy of that title. And, they got a big family, buddy, all of them work together, do together. I've worked with my family before, and that's an important thing. And for me to be the great baker is to prove to myself, prove to my family, and, just prove to everybody that I got the talents, and, I can do it. I just want to say thank you guys for joining me in my home, and I hope you got a little feel for how I am. And I just want to say, I appreciate even coming this far, being considered, and trust me, if I get picked, I'm going to show you what I got. I'm going to do what I can do. And I just want to give a shout out to all of, especially my son, Lance Corporal Beth Garrett in the Marine Corps, but I want to give a shout out to all the, the men and women in the service. I know we're going to get all upset about it, but just thank you.